Thank you for joining us on The Good with Dr. Joe. Here's Dr. Joe.
Hello, guys. Welcome to The Good with Dr. Joe. It's our podcast. We're live every Wednesday. It's 12 noon right now, Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. What's happening in London?
It's happy hour.
Happy hour means 5 p.m. Welcome to our show. I hope you had a great week. We have a few things to talk about today, but first, I'd like to dedicate this podcast today to my mom, who is just celebrating her 88th birthday.
Hey!
Yeah, that is a lot of years. And look, folks, my mom is one of those folks who believe that once you cross 70, you can do no wrong. Guess what she did? She woke up on her birthday and she said she wanted to see the Queen of England. That's what she wanted to do. And guess what? She went to the palace. I just saw some photos on Instagram. Her and her entourage went to the palace. Now, I don't know whether they saw the Queen or not. And he was pretty interesting.
Look how cute
Here's
she
some
is.
photos. She has an entourage. She went to see the Queen. So whether she saw the Queen or not, I don't know. But I thought it was. I thought she had fun over there. So my mom is a lot of fun because she can be the life of the party. That's her about her. But anyway, the way to find us, we are on YouTube, we're on Instagram, we're on Facebook, we are on
Apple.
What else?
iHeartRadio.
You have to do this.
iHeartRadio.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
YouTube.
We're on YouTube. We're on Instagram. We're on Facebook. Amazon, Spotify, we're Google, we're everywhere. So just hashtag The Good with Dr. Joe and we'll be right there. Want to welcome everybody joining us all the way from across the globe. You see, our audience is going across the globe. So it's good that we're able to bring you some good about what is going on in the world. Even though there's such a bad time right now. Things are a little hard, We're still dealing with the COVID, but there's always something good about everything that is happening, and that's what we're about. Okay, we're going to talk to you today about what's going on in Washington. We're going to talk about the stimulus package. We'll talk about the PPP. There's always something to say. Amanda is here today.
Hi, how is everybody? Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment.
You're absolutely right. You got to do that, so that we can be able to reach out to more people. We're able to bring you some more content and be able to bring you some more free stuff. All right, so let's dive into it. What's going on in Washington?
We are fighting over the budget. We are looking at a shutdown. We are all wanting a fourth stimulus package. There is a lot going on.
So how do we deal with this? I don't want a shutdown. So what was the fight about?
They're fighting over Biden's bills, and he has 3 things that he's focused on. The debt ceiling, the continuing resolution, and 2 pieces of legislation.
So how do we get this done? How can we help I know Munchin is not quite happy about a few things. What do we do to help the situation?
They need to come to an agreement. Yes, they need to figure out an agreement that doesn't affect the tax dollars. And that's what they're talking about, is a budget that doesn't require more taxes on the citizens.
Okay. All right. Well, for me, I do have a little bit of opinion on the taxes. I think that if we're going to have a good structure, we're going to have good roads, and we're going to have infrastructure. Hey, somebody's got to pay for it, Yeah, so, if you're making money, you should be able to pay taxes. That's the way I think. I don't know what you think, Amanda.
Yes. I think taxes are a necessary evil.
Is a necessary evil?
Yes.
So call your senators. Call your senators, please. Call your, I think it's also in the state. Legislatures, and who else?
The House and the Senate.
The House and the Senate. Please call them. Have them do the right thing. We don't want a government shutdown. We can't afford another government shutdown. Now, we're already having issues from the COVID and Corona and all of that. So why shut down the government again? What's the point? What's the point of it? We know whether we like it or not. we'll need to keep the government running anyway. So why all this fight? I don't get it sometimes. I don't understand. Some of these people were sent to Washington, they're knuckleheads.
Yeah, they're just fighting over how much to spend or not spend.
Now I'm looking here and say, but one Democrat voted no. So this is even showing that even the Democrats don't agree with
what the Democrats.
The Democrat does not support the Democrats. All right. So Biden is pushing a $3.5 trillion. That's a lot of money. $1 trillion. Help me out here. $1 trillion.
$1 trillion.
10-year bill supporting social safety, climate programs, yes, and also has a budget. Well, I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do to say this. So, do you think that the bill is too much? Do you think it's too much, or what do you think?
It just depends on where the money's going to come from. They have to.
It's going to come from taxes.
Yes, it's going to come from taxes, but new taxes or taxes they're already taking. I don't want to pay any more money.
What are you talking about?
Taxes are a necessary evil, but I don't want my paycheck cut.
Yeah. The taxes already taken is gone. So you're talking about taxes. That tax is already gone.
But they're talking about new taxes.
Yeah, of course you have to get new taxes. Whether I like it or not. All right. So, but anyway, the debate is going to continue. Call your senators. Let them do something. We don't want the government to shut down. Let me tell you this. Right now, we already have issues with products coming in. In fact, I was calling about one of my clients that I ordered some items for. Usually it takes a day. So now it's been 4 days, and we still don't have any status on where we're going to get it. I was listening to the news yesterday, and you have ships that are stuck in the seas. Port. Actually, correct that. Port, trying to offload. This is gonna have impact on our busy holiday season, which is starting next month. October. That's when the busy season starts. Christmas. Thanksgiving first, and then Christmas, and a lot of businesses do maybe 1/3 to 1/5 of their business they do in these 3 months, this quarter. So it's very important. So shutting down the government now is going to just add to the problems we already have on the ground. The corona problem, all of this, is going to just add more to that problem. So we can't have that happen.
Walmart and Target actually have all bought their own ships to carry their own cargo.
I heard about that.
Yes, they want because they're not getting their products.
Yeah.
So they have now bought their own ships to bring their own cargoes.
Yes, my local grocery store has empty shelves.
Yes.
So please, we can't shut down. Let's call the government. Please call the government. Call your senators. Call whoever you can call. We cannot afford a government shutdown. Whatever it takes, let's do it. Yeah. All right. So what do we have going on with the with the revelations from Afghanistan? So that was our problem. See, here's what we're going to talk about now. Is Biden going to be a one-term president or not? That's a big question. Is Biden going to be a one-term president? Because there's a lot going on. There's a lot that we're hearing from what happened in Afghanistan. And we saw it last month? I still remember, if I have the video, let's show the video of those people chasing down the cargo plane. See the people really chasing on the tarmac, chasing down. That is one picture I can never forget in my mind, So now, what are the army generals saying about that evacuation?
General Miley, the highest ranking military officer, called the non-combatant evacuation in Kabul, Afghanistan last month a logistical success, but a strategic failure.
Well, that's a little bit of play of words there. That's a play of words. So it's successful on one end,
and the
other end not too successful. Yeah. But here's the problem, though. If you look at it, it wasn't a pretty sight. I can tell you that. It wasn't a pretty sight. Besides the 12 people, was it 12 or 13? People that died during that thing. The whole scenario was not pretty at all. So why did that happen? What did the governor say happened? The generals.
They just said that, we lost lives and we shouldn't have left because their democracy fell sooner than they were hoping it would last.
So they were saying that they needed to keep
certain amount of troops
there
to keep the military bases afloat.
Now, the other argument, though, was that the Taliban would not have none of that.
Taken over.
The Taliban wanted no more military, U.S. military there, even though they like our vehicles, they like our uniform, they like our guns, but they just didn't like our people over there. That was to be fair, though, that was the issue that Biden had to deal with, because former President Trump started negotiations with the Taliban. So when Biden came in, it was like they already had an agreement, and it was hard to make any more changes. So that actually is a very tough situation to deal with, because you have a group of people negotiating, and you have another group of people trying to implement what was agreed or was negotiated. It's difficult. It's difficult.
Yes.
So what do you think? What do you think we can do at this point?
I think that all we can do is move forward, because we've already taken our troops out and the Taliban has already taken over. I mean, we have agreed to take our troops out, and that's what we've been doing. So all we can do is just move forward with the plan. Full steam ahead!
So it's forward ever, backward never.
Yes.
All right, let's talk about some fun similar stuff. Let's talk about some similar stuff. So now, here's what is going on with the stimulus package. Okay, the new loan increase actually takes effect on when's October 1st? Friday. So Friday is officially when SBA starts taking application for increase of the EIDL loan. Now, very, 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 I want to be clear on that now. Economic Injury Disaster Loan. EIDL loan, they are now accepting increased loan amount. So file with SBA. I think you just send it directly to, if you have applied before, you would have the email. If you haven't applied before, check your email for information on where to send your request for increase. All right. So now, if you already filed and you haven't gotten any responses yet, call the toll-free number. SBA have a toll-free number. If you don't have it, go to their website, www.sba.gov. Check for the toll-free number and then call them and find out what's going on with your loan application. All right. So how about unemployment?
Unemployment benefit extension, I don't think they're going to extend it.
So no, they said they extended it.
They did.
Yeah, that's what they said.
This is news to me.
So you have to check. It came out yesterday. So you have to check. You have to check to see whether you qualify for the extension. Of course, you notice that they're always going to have all types of
qualifications.
Yeah.
What are the qualifications?
Tied into it. So you have to check with the Department of Labor, where they don't even answer their phones. So whether or not you qualify. All right. So the next thing is the PPP loan. So this is the time to do the forgiveness. If you have not applied for forgiveness, go apply for forgiveness. It's Form 3508S. So do that very soon. Otherwise, you might miss out on that. All right, so you guys been watching our podcast, The Good with Dr. Joe. We are live every Wednesday, 12 noon on Instagram. To catch us, we have an edited version of our podcast on YouTube. And it's just hashtag The Good with Dr. Joe. And today, I'm dedicating this podcast to my mother, Mrs. Deaconess Anna Amafidon Wilson, who is celebrating her 88th years birthday. Deaconess Anna Amafidon Wilson, we wish you a happy birthday and happy celebration, many, many more years to come. I hope you enjoyed your trip to see the Queen of England, and say hello for her say hello to her if you're able to see her. They're actually very close range.
In age?
Yes.
Okay.
Queen Elizabeth is 95.
And your mom?
And she's 88.
Wow.
You know, so just about 7 years difference. So she thought maybe they'll go over there and party together.
Yeah. So, they can be best friends.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That will work.
Yeah.
But anyway, thank you so much for joining us today. It's about time for us to round up. Amanda, tell them where they can see us again.
They can see us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Apple, iHeartRadio,
you know, iHeartRadio, and then Spotify,
and Google.
And YouTube. All right. So, any final words? Last words?
Just full steam ahead.
Okay, full steam. All right. So let's let both the Biden and the U.S. military is full steam ahead.
Full steam ahead.
All right. So see you next week. Take care of yourself. Have a good time. Hasta la vista.